5 brothers, 5 cities, one family that changed money forever. This is not a conspiracy. This is history. When people hear the name Rothschild, reactions are instant. Some imagine secret meetings, shadow governments, or hidden control over the world. Others dismiss it all as pure myth. But very few people actually know the real story. How this family started, how they became rich, and why their name still echoes through history today. The story of the Rothschild family does not begin in palaces or banks. It begins in poverty. In the early 1700s in Frankfurt, Germany, Jewish families were forced to live in overcrowded ghettos. They had limited rights, limited professions, and almost no chance of social mobility. One of those families lived in a small house marked with a red shield, in German, Rothschild. That simple symbol would later become one of the most famous names in financial history, Rothschild. The man who started it all was Mayer Amschel Rothschild. Mayer Amschel was not born powerful. He was not noble. He did not inherit wealth. What he had was patience, discipline, and an unusual understanding of money and power. He began his career as a dealer of rare coins and antiques, but while others focused only on profit, Mayer focused on information. He studied who ruled, who borrowed, who fought wars, and who always needed money when chaos arrived. His intelligence caught the attention of Prince William of Hesse, one of the richest men in Europe. Mayer became his financial agent, managing assets, moving money, and protecting wealth during unstable times. This relationship gave Mayer something far more valuable than money, trust and access. But his true genius was not what he did alone. It was what he planned for his sons. Mayer had 5 sons, and instead of keeping them close, he sent them far apart. One stayed in Frankfurt to manage the core operations. One went to London, the center of global trade. One to Paris, the political heart of Europe. One to Vienna, close to imperial power. And one to Naples, controlling Mediterranean finance. Each son opened a bank, but they did not compete with each other. They cooperated. This created something revolutionary. A private international banking network operated entirely by one family. They shared information faster than governments. They trusted each other completely. They moved money across borders at a time when kings still relied on messengers riding horses. Then came the moment that would define their legacy: war. During the Napoleonic Wars, Europe was drowning in chaos. Governments were desperate for money. Armies needed weapons, food, uniforms, and transportation. Most bankers panicked. The Rothschilds did the opposite. They financed both logistics and governments, managing enormous transfers of funds across hostile territories. One of the most famous stories, often exaggerated but rooted in truth, involves Nathan Rothschild in London after the Battle of Waterloo. Thanks to their private courier network, the Rothschilds reportedly received news of Napoleon's defeat before the British government. This information advantage allowed them to make decisive financial moves before the rest of the market reacted. Whether myth or reality in detail, the core truth remains. The Rothschilds understood that information moves markets. By the mid-1800s, the Rothschild family had become the most powerful banking dynasty in Europe. They financed railways, mines, governments, and infrastructure. They helped stabilize economies and, at times, rescued states from collapse. Their wealth was massive, but their influence was even greater. Naturally, this visibility attracted suspicion. As nationalism rose and economic crises spread, the Rothschilds became easy targets. Their success, combined with widespread anti-Semitism, fueled countless conspiracy theories. Stories of secret control, world domination, and hidden power began to circulate. Many of them false, exaggerated, or deliberately misleading. In reality, the family's power slowly declined with the rise of central banks, government regulation, and modern financial institutions. They adapted, diversified, and continued operating, but they no longer controlled global finance. Today, the Rothschild name still exists in banking, investment, and philanthropy. They remain wealthy, they remain influential, but they do not rule the world. Their true legacy is something far more important. They proved that information is power, that trust can move money faster than armies, and that a single family using strategy instead of force could reshape the financial system of an entire continent. So the next time you hear the name Rothschild, remember this: not a secret empire, not a hidden government, but one of the most brilliant financial strategies in human history, and that is the real story.